Well, a very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Croatian Sports Centre here in Carrara for round 21 of the NPL Queensland competition. James Coughlin here to bring you all the action as Gold Coast Knights and Peninsula Power face off in the penultimate round of the season. For Gold Coast Knights, it is very much all to play for as they seek a top four return, knowing that a win would all but secure finals football, having missed out last season. Meanwhile, Peninsula Power, well, they had the ultimate disappointment last night, missing out on a premiership many thought was theirs for most of the season. But now it is time to refocus and reset ahead of a massive month with the Kappa Queensland Cup and the NPL Final Series taking place not too long from now, and a big win over a potential finals opponent would go a long way towards that. Let's run through the lineups for tonight's game. For Gold Coast Knights, the goalkeeper is number 13, Harry Groves, number 3, Ku Ikeda, 4, Tyson Martin, 5, Austin Ludwig, 6, Luke Kroll, 7, Archie McGregor, 9, Joel Russell, 10, Braden Inman, 17, Leonard Attewell, 18, Daniel Diaz, and 22, Max King. As for Peninsula Power, the goalkeeper is Jordan Thurtell, number 2, Reese Gray, 5, Josh Phelps, 7, Kane Gibbs, 8, Josh Woolley, 9, Hiroshi Miyazawa, 10, Naya Joseph, 12, Raymond Deho, number 17, Danny Driver, number 19, Joe Duckworth, and number 20, Dan Leck. We are almost set for kickoff. So, for Penn Power, they cannot go up on the ladder, they cannot drop. They are locked in to second place, courtesy of Lions' amazing win last night. As for Gold Coast Knights, they have their top four spot confirmed with a win and Wynnum Wolves defeat or draw. So plenty on the line tonight. Knights potentially the more desperate of the two, but will that be enough on this Saturday night special? We'll keep you abreast of all the developments around the grounds over the next 2 hours. We've got 5 games kicking off simultaneously. Adam Cattell will be on the call for Olympic Morton City, with last year's premiers looking to return to the finals themselves. Well, Power certainly vocal early on, voicing their displeasure with that decision. Now it seems like as good a time as any to introduce our officiating team tonight. Steps out there, so the referee is Jack Powers, and he's assisted by Connor Hans and Axel Vella. Rachel Solomon, oh, that is a heavy, heavy tackle, and we're going to have the game's first yellow card in the way of Max King. Well, it's only going to be a talking to, and Power, I think they've said more words in the opening 90 seconds than I have. Goes to Deho. At what point does this become dissent? I'm not going to change the referee's mind, but keep yelling at him. Good job.
Lucky left, lucky left.
There's Gibbs. And that through ball had a little bit too much on it as he was trying to pick out Joseph. play it back and put Kroll under a bit of pressure, but the Englishman happy to deal with that, and he'll get it back to the goalkeeper Groves, who's making just his second start of the season. Well forward, but that's Woolley and McGregor getting acquainted. Driver to launch it long and for the Route 1 football. That was awkward bounce it there for Groves. He's wound up on the ground. Duckworth so metronomic in midfield, happy to conduct the movement as Diaz can't get away from Leck, and now Woolley driving forward. Good touch, Dio. Joseph, he got, and he played a good pass, but the teammates were in an offside position. Groves taking his time as the short pass to Martin wasn't on. Dio will take the throw in as pass can only find Martin, who put under pressure, and then a very lucky break as Gibbs had the heavy touch as Zawa was the one closing down. Ikeda in room. So he'll measure that cross, looking for for McGregor, I beg your pardon, at the back. Brendan Nankaro is on the bench. advantage for Knights, as there's plenty of feeling in this one. I would love to take out their frustrations at last night's outcome by putting 4 or 5 past Knights and simultaneously denting their finals hopes. Similarly, would be very keen for a confidence boost, beating a fellow top 4 rival.
Lenny, toes! Drop! Classic, stay the hole. Stay the hole, coming right on your back. Right on your back.
It will be a corner as this touch is off the visitors. Is that Wayward? Crossfield pass, Duckworth covering. Short pass, Martin now back, and man will take the struggling for the near post. Ludwig. Well, now it's Knight's turn to protest. It's going to be a long night for the officiating crew, I think. Ludwig feels like he was chopped down in the... It's the age-old question, contact, but how much? Delivery met at the near post by Woolley, now returned deep. Kroll heads it up in the air and will be that. Dio was doing the unenviable task of filling the shoes left by Ethan Kovac. That's the season. Power did have the premier fullback duo. The decision is throw in. Gray will launch the long throw in as Phillips was the target, and that is definitely not a penalty, but it's left its mark on Joel Russell, and he has stayed down. I think based on the it's just a awkward collision. Phelps shifts it over to that right side, and turned over. Knights looking to strike quickly on the counter. It's McGregor heading in the middle as Russell gets away, and it's safe to say that's another decision that I don't agree with. These sides met back in round 11 up at AJ Kelly Park on the 15th of May. It was Penn Power 2-0 winners. Reece Messina and Josh Woolley the goal scorers. 28th minute for Messina and 90+6 for Woolley to secure the 3 points. It is a very deep delivery. Some may say too deep, including the assistant on the far side. Quarter of an hour played here at the Croatian Sports Centre, and this is one of 5 games underway simultaneously. It was meant to be a full round, but the Lions-Brisbane Royal B game was moved to last night because of the Australia Cup commitments. And it is scoreless in Brisbane City Gold Coast, East's Wolves, and Gold Coast Knights Penn Power. Magic United are up 1-0 over Rochdale in a game that could very well determine NPL survival for both teams.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
And Norton City have just gone up 1-0 over Olympic. Norton City look to confirm a top 4 position as well. Can you tell it's a little tense? It's an unintentional offside for Penn Power, but it's allowed to go.
Up.
Hadawell get away from Dio. Went down, and now McGregor fancies a first-time strike and forces a great save out of Thurtell. It's dealt with yet. Russell now looking to turn provider. And the foul is given after Woolley is fouled by McGregor. That one towards inman. Hold on to possession. And McGregor in a foot race against Phelps, and Phelps able to gain position against the young attacker and uses his strength to hold him off. I think Inman was offside, but another stoppage now is that Phelps that's down with an injury. So while we have this break, quick rundown of the scores. Gage Raftery has given Moreton City the advantage. So running down the ladder heading into tonight, Lions are premiers. They are now on 50 points and cannot be caught. Penn Power are locked in to second spot. Moreton City, finals confirmed with a win, and they'll also be third with a win and Gold Coast Knights loss or draw. Gold Coast Knights, final spot confirmed with a win plus Wolves loss or draw. They are on 36 and 34 points respectively. Wolves are on 32 points. They can't secure a final spot, Wynnum Wolves. Well, they can't secure anything this weekend, and that is not a good sight for Mountain Josh Phelps. As he is making his way rather gingerly to the sideline. Wolves, they can't qualify for the finals this weekend. They are eliminated if they drop points and Gold Coast Knights win. Brisbane City are eliminated from finals with a draw or loss or a Gold Coast Knights win. East are eliminated from finals with a draw or loss or a Knights win or draw or a Wolves win. It's not easy with a graphic, and that is a not so subtle tug back. Kane Gibbs is going to draw the ire of the referee, but the cards are staying in the pocket so far as Adderwell is threatening to go away. And is now asking if that did warrant a booking, which is at the discretion of the referee. Free header, and oh, that's in! A beautiful header from Joel Russell gives Knights the advantage. And they are marching towards top four, the Knights. And that delivery from Inman had such good power on it. And Russell just directed it goalwards out of the reach. And I can give you a score update from Moreton City as well. Joe Scott has just doubled their advantage. So that's one step closer to the top four potentially being locked in. Another free kick. There's another chance for Engman to launch a telling delivery. Finds ahead of a power player, and the follow-up from Diaz was always curling away. Now Gibbs has found space as he'll take on Hardwick, and Miyazawa had stayed onside and tried to square. Oh no, he hadn't stayed onside. Assistant just adding to the drama with the late flag. Here's Phelps is back up on his feet and sort of overcome whatever was bothering him a few minutes ago as well. Inside Adderwell. Joseph wide now looking for the return pass. Leck. And sizing up his options. Dio to the byline, squares it back. Nia Joseph cutting, creating space, and was that blocked by a Knights defender? What did it come off? Well, some half-hearted appeals for a penalty, but actually in it, or to interpretation, I suppose. Dio again cutting inside and put away by Diaz. And it goes for a goal kick. Still scoreless in the Wolves Magic. Oh, beg your pardon. Still scoreless in the Wolves East game. Magic still one up over Rochdale. Still scores between Brisbane City and Gold Coast United. His line there is Thurtell, but he knew what he was doing. He was called on to defend yet again. Ikeda to square it. Driver helping him out. Runs down the chance to go on the attack, and Russell wants to go inside to no avail. This is very much a best case scenario as it stands for Gold Coast Knights. Zara has found some space, and that's why he had found space. He was offside. It's bounced fortuitously, and that is a well-weighted through ball for Miyazawa, but Adderwell tracking back and thumps that one over the sideline. Calmly claimed by Groves, who has replaced Seb Arans. Kroll to and he is tripped up by Dio. That's Morrison just pacing the sideline. As the former Surfers Paradise and Kingscliff Wolves coach has enjoyed a strong season in Carrara after taking over from the departed Scott McDonald and the interim Dave Abella. Bursting through is Russell, one-on-one with Thurtell, and he got a hand to it and took just enough of it. Another big save made by Jordan Thurtell to keep this game at 1-0. It's Knights who are creating the chances so far. The frustration is starting to build with Power now. They just can't get a break so far tonight. Good pressing by Joseph, and it's led to an opportunity now for Miyazawa, and straight underneath Groves. Parity is restored, and Miyazawa gets Penn Power back on level terms. And it was all started by that press from Joseph. Hiroshi Miyazawa equalises, getting his 10th NPL goal of the season as He and Joseph have formed a dynamic duo, now combining for 36 goals in all competitions. The rate of chances right now, Knights will be feeling somewhat aggravated at that concession. Although the cheers were not just confined to the visitors' bench. As Wooden Wolves will be happy to know their finals hopes remain intact. There's a live ladder that drops Knights back to 35 points, Wolves on 33. Brisbane City would still be eliminated, and now Woolley fancies his chances from range. And it forces a fingertips save. That was well hit by Woolley, and I think were it not for the outstretched hand, it might have actually just snuck in. Rises highest. And the return for Knights, Austin Ludwig. Just his 7th appearance since rejoining after time at the Brisbane Roar in the A-League. And his 87th NPL game for Gold Coast Knights. Oh, that's gone straight through Phelps. Ikeda storming onto it, and now he'll take the strike on from a tight angle. And that's easily gathered by Thurtell. No further score updates to bring you from around the grounds. We are locked in for the time being. Plenty of space to use that wand of a left leg, but overhit it to Gray. Battle between Ryan Joseph, in that case Reece Gray, and Luke Prohl continues. And just checking in on how the relegation position is set up at the moment. Oh, that pressure on at the back. Russell has the ball, and now it's gone to Inman. Open goal. Calamitous at the back from Power, and Brad Inman and Joel Russell combine to punish Power. And the Knights lead is restored. Driver just didn't see Russell there, and it was smartly played by Russell to tee up Inman. And the Knights captain has restored their advantage. heavy collision. Hardwick has come off second best. He's back up on his feet now. Now have the trainers come on to treat, I assume, Austin Ludwig. And the players from both sides will also take the opportunity to have an official hydration break. And no, don't worry, we're not going to throw it to commercial. So in this stoppage, I was about to do before the goal, second goal for Knights, an update on the scores around the grounds, and we actually have a goal from Spencer Park. Brisbane City 1-0 up over Gold Coast United. Magic United still 1-0 up over Rochdale. So, Magic United are now up to 19 points on the live ladder with their 1-0 lead. Rochdale are in 10th. Gold Coast United, courtesy of that concession, just dropped from 10th to 11th. They are on 17 points. But they do have the best goal difference out of Magic, Rochdale and Gold Coast United. The Raw are locked in on 16 points, regardless of what happens tonight. Ludwig is over at the bench, just waiting for his invitation to come back on. Give McGregor something to chase. Ikeda, good touch to bring that back under control, but Miyazawa to the danger, tracking back smartly. Unsurprisingly, Knights agree with the decision to award a corner. Power don't. But that's the decision, and that's what we're playing. And Russell wrestling right around Thurtell. It's another deep delivery, and Thurtell, well, that's an easy catch for him. Gibbs is Dio inside. He'll instead try to go himself. Gibbs with room, and that was travelling but always rising. See the replay, stepping inside. A good pass and strong work by Gibbs to see off Diaz. We have the chance for the lovely linguistic duo for Gold Coast Knights to be on the pitch at the same time. Daniel Diaz starting, and making his return from injury on the bench is Shelford Diaz. Overlapping run and looking for Gibbs in the box, and fired high and wide by Joseph. Gibbs feels like he was impeded. The protests will continue, but first credit to the work of Reece Gray. Apologies to Nia Joseph. It was not high and wide, it was just wide. That might have just been Mr. Powers explaining his decision. Idea was there, but Ludwig quick to react. Adderwell just couldn't find a way through Dio. Ball inside looking for Duckworth, but it's a sea of red around, and Adderwell storming forward, goes wide now for Russell from the angle, and however that was intentional from Driver, but the job done off the deflection. First half stoppage time, Leck. First time pass from Russell, frees up King, who started the move, and now is looking for that delivery that evade McGregor, and McGregor pulling each other into the fence. Gone to half-time at Heath Park. East's 0-0 against Wolves. It's an ideal result for either side. Wolves with the chance of making the better chance of making the top four. East need to snap their long losing streak and a whole lot of outside help. And Joseph with the strike, and is saved by Groves. There's a collision on that far side between Martin and Woolley, I think. New initiative from the referees, counting down the time for a keeper has to release it. It goes in man. Fancy one last forward foray. It's a long way back to go a little bit forward as Groves thumped it long. Time for Magic United and Rochdale as well. 1-0 to Magic. A couple of stoppages, so we could yet go on. Joseph, can he conjure up? Push it towards the back post. Leck is there to retrieve. Approach the 49th minute of first half action. Keeping an eye on Jack Powers. It's half-time with Moreton City leading Olympic at Goodwin Park, and it is also now half-time at the Croatian Sports Centre. An entertaining and tense opening 45 minutes. Plenty of physical battles all over the pitch. Joel Russell and Braden Inman's goals for Gold Coast Knights, either side of Hiroshi Miyazawa's equaliser. This is at 2-1 heading into half-time in favour of Knights. I'm going to step away and be back with the second half after this.
You're building something to last. You know the importance of support, trust, and teamwork. Digging deep, pushing forward, never looking back. From humble beginnings in 1979 to achieving hundreds of thousands of glorious goals. We're building strong foundations from streets to suburbs and communities all across the country. We believe in building better futures. That's why we're proud to partner with Football Queensland.
Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire, the care we give.
Baby girl.
At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Future game is changing, and so it's really important for us to understand that we're not developing players for the here and now, it's for the future.
It's extremely important to have an identity as a state. There's some key characteristics that we identified as being really important to Queensland players. The first one is creative, which refers to a player's technical ability, their base level technique and their X factor qualities. Second is courageous, how players influence the game, their levels of effort, their absolute desire displayed on the pitch. And then there's competitive, so their winning mentality, and that's got nothing to do with winning games. And that's a never say die effort, which is a hallmark of Queensland players in the past. It's something we want to continue to preserve.
That sort of frames everything we look for in a Queensland player. It's really important for every fan of every club, for every member, for every player to understand what it means to be a Queenslander, lean into the nature of the Queensland spirit. I think this is the most exciting time for youth development in a long time in Australia. We've seen so many young Queenslanders move on to bigger and better things. We've seen so much national team representation, and we've seen a massive shift in terms of the focus on youth development in a professional sort of setting within the A-Leagues. So if you're a young Queenslander, it's our job at Football Queensland to ensure that we're giving every opportunity to players to reach that stage and support talent wherever it may be to reach the higher echelons of the game.
I think football was always my thing, yeah. I just loved it. I love being a part of the team and I love winning. I played for Warriors in Townsville, and it was really good, and I learnt a lot, and I felt like I was just having fun. I was really nervous at first because I'd played against these girls all growing up. Like, I'd always been in the Townsville team, they'd been in the Metro teams, and I was really nervous because I didn't know whether I was good enough or whether I was just like overreaching. With the right support and the right coaching and the right programs to be identified, like carnivals, you can definitely get spotted and you can do it. From there, it's just how much you want it, really. The Queensland State Team program has helped me believe in myself, because a lot of the time when I don't believe in myself, I don't perform as well, and that's probably what's let me down. Off the field, I'd say just like becoming a better person and more mature and friendly and outgoing, and I feel like helped me bring me out of my shell, I guess, yeah. I feel really, really grateful and really honoured that I've been selected and that I've been seen and identified to be good enough to play, just to have the opportunity to play in front of national team coaches, and I just feel like super confident, super eager. It's really good to see my kind of progression from not making it at all to making it. The Queensland State Team program can really help push you into the A-League teams, the Premier League teams, the Matildas representing your country, and that's something that I aspire to do. I think just the level of coaching and the intensity and playing in a better team definitely makes you a better player, and you kind of understand what you have to do to get to that level, and it's, yeah, really good.
How do I feel this time? What's going on? because of the bobble. Yeah. I understand now. Oh, that was hard. That was really hard. I thought about that. Yeah, no, like this. That's literally what I did. There you go, take a shot. Oh, there we go. A while. Hay que tener esa cabeza que lo decimos.
Welcome back, everybody. It is time for the second half from the Croatian Sports Centre, round 21 of the NPL Queensland competition. Coming your way on FQTV. James Coughlin here, bringing you all the action on this Saturday night special. We've got 5 games being played simultaneously in this competition, and this is the second to last one to get underway, with Gold Coast Knights 2-1 up over Penn Power, courtesy of Joel Russell and Brad Inman. And then Hiroshi Miyazawa, the goal scorer for Penn Power. And well, we are 5 minutes into the second half at Birmingham Road in the relegation battle between Rochdale and Magic. And it is a huge goal there for Magic. They're now 2-0 up over Rochdale Rovers. And the pressure is very much on Gold Coast United now, who trail Brisbane City 1-0 at Spencer Park. That result although that combination of results will drop Gold Coast United into the relegation zone, heading into round 22 next Friday night. Well, it's across the face of goal, and despite the lung-busting run from Gibbs, so we're just recapping the scores around the ground. 1-0 Brisbane City over Gold Coast United. Scores between East and Wolves. Gold Coast Knights, as you're watching, 2-1 up over Penn Power. Magic 2-0 up over Rochdale, and Moreton City up 2-0 over Olympic. That was the last second half to get underway. So what is on the line here tonight? Penn Power, with Lions' victory last night, are secured second spot and a trip to Luxury Paint Stadium in the first weekend of the finals, the major semi-final. Well, Gold Coast Knights will be looking to confirm their spot in the minor semi-final, taking on most likely Moreton City at this rate. So Gold Coast can confirm their top 4 place with a win and any drop points from Wolves, which, as it stands, they're dropping 2. Goes Phelps away from Inman. Powers not buying what Daniel Diaz was selling. And it will be the throw-in going Powers' way. Woolley. Dio gets it over to on his team. It's Adderwell retrieving that. King. Man, support out wide through Ikeda. Another overlapping run from the left back. Man, back to Ikeda. Hits it first time on the run, and man clears that one back towards the power box, but Woolley feeds Dio. And Knights will cut that one off at the head. And now look to go the other way. McGregor just too heavy on the touch, and it's over the sideline courtesy of Phelps. Remarkably, there have been quite a few strong challenges going both ways tonight, but Powers has kept his cards in his pocket so far. Man, he had a telling free kick from a similar spot in the first half, and it is less ideal, but it still produced a header for Joel Russell. Duckworth gets it to Gibbs. Power. You should see their approach for the second half tonight and next week. Tonight, at least, they are taking on an opponent with a lot more on the line. McGregor, and well, that is a excellent tackle from Woolley just to take out McGregor legally. And it's cheaply given back to Knights. In man to McGregor, who was onside trying to square it to the spot, but couldn't pick his target. It's never too early to look ahead to Friday night. Knights go on the attack here first as Duckworth will shield that behind for a corner. So next weekend, Knights will travel the M1 to take on Brisbane Roar B. Gold Coast United will be hosting East. Moreton City Lions, as Moreton City will likely be fighting for top 4 positioning. Lions will be likely recovering from their Hard Australia Cup round of 16 clash on Tuesday night. Pick Rochelle, a game that Rochelle will likely have to win. It's the concentration of Thurtell, but he gets the job done. And Penn Power at home to a Brisbane City side that, by the looks of it, will be eliminated. Power, it could be a dry run for the Kappa Queensland Cup final on August 22nd. And then Wolves will be taking on Magic. As it stands, Magic in the safety zone. We have the old A-League M1 derby in FQPL next season, if the results hold. And Gold Coast United in the drop zone. Field will continue. That's wide. Miyazawa play it in and get the shot away. Not enough power on it from Gibbs to really trouble Harry Groves. He's still got it. Over 200 appearances for Power in the NPL and FQPL era, and he's got to find a way to defend. Martin is pushing further forward in this second half. Delivery from in-man to the back post. It's headed up, and Russell can't direct that one goal bound. Annawell have swapped positions, and oh, that was travelling from King out of the blue. But Thurtell saw it coming and was able to bring it under control.
Lose it through the middle. Come to us.
Driving forward is Attawell. He's crowded out, and Dio with the telling intervention. Duckworth. He's possessed. Now Martin. Dio drills that into the legs of Gibbs, and it's a wasteful pass in the end. So yeah, just also keeping an eye on Joe Duckworth's former club, Wolves, in the commentary booth. It's 63 minutes played. The offside flag has gone up at Carrara. So if the scoreless outcome holds at Heath Park, and this score holds at Carrara, we will have our top four locked and loaded for the finals with 1 weekend to go. We'll just be working out where the minor semi-final will be played. The main intrigue heading into next weekend could be the relegation battle with 3 points between 9th and 12th. Still no subs either way yet. That pass was almost enough to catch Russell out by surprise, I think. And now it's Knight's turn to disagree. We seem to be going back and forth between the two teams. Actually, Knights are poised to welcome a couple of players back from injury tonight if they do come on. About as clear-cut of a free kick concession as you'll see. And here is Anshu Ale getting prepared to come on. Here's Gibbs and Leck withdrawn. Bryant is the other player brought on. Attacker Kyan Bryant worked his way back from serious injury, caused him to miss the start of the year. They're quite fond of him at Power, and look forward to seeing what he can contribute. Here could be the chance, Bryant, and that is well saved by Groves. Pick up chance, and Bryant went low. Power continuing to press for the equaliser. Nothing else to play spoiler, and so they say that it's the best motivation in all of football. Outside of, I'd say pettiness can be the best motivator, not just in football, in life. Still scoreless at Heath Park. No change around the grounds from our last check-in. And famous last words, Brisbane City have just scored. They are now up 2-0. Looks like Gold Coast United will enter round 22 in the relegation zone. McGregor. That's a good move by Paramount Miyazawa, and the offside flag has gone up. There's some frustration after collision in the box. Bryant in number 11. He just fell on the leg of Luke Kroll. And just while we're in replay, those two exchanged a high five, and I think that was incidental rather than malicious. Brisbane City now 2-0 up. King on the ball, finding Ikeda. Yes, getting it back. King. Now Adderwell, and that was hit very, very strongly, as you can hear by the ricochet off the clubhouse. And the story here in the next 25 plus minutes is surely going to be Gold Coast Knights. They missed the NPL finals last season. They'll be eager to return to the playoffs or finals or postseason, whatever you want to call it. Through it goes Miyazawa, and oh, that was so close, but it wouldn't have counted anyway because the offside flag had gone up on Miyazawa again. So 4 Knights, their NPL history, very impressive. As they gone 2nd, 3rd, 6th in 2021, 2nd, 1, and 5th last year. Good. It's just lashing out at McGregor, who's gotten under the skin of a few power players tonight. A not so subtle pullback from Martin, and we finally have the game's first yellow card. It just took 69 and a bit minutes. Duckworth instructing Ale. And just gone over the sideline, apparently.
Shoulders now, go to. Yes. Well done!
Heard the call from the field. It's a long throw coming from Reese Gray. It's allowed to bounce. Duckworth bring it under control. Phelps. Martin exchanging headers. What's Groves doing here? And he had to leap high to take it away from Miyazawa, who was just lurking. McGregor escaped his man, and now he's putting on the afterburners, driving down that right side. He's got plenty of players around him, and Power win out through the weight of numbers. Through the Knights' NPL history, that does also include their 3 grand final victories in 2019, 2022 and 2023. Compare that to Power. Well, they have been a model of consistency, making the finals in every NPL campaign they've been a part of. 3rd in 2019, back-to-back premierships, 3rd, 6th, which was a 16 final series that year, 3rd and 3rd. Ludwig heads it up in the air. They say the interesting part for that 2023 year, where they did finish 6th and made the finals, that was the only year where they have won an NPL finals match, beating or claiming their preliminary final before losing to Gold Coast Knights in that semi-final the following week, which is classed as a semi-final. They are 0-6. Is this the year that will change for Aaron Philp and company? They've got the squad to do it. Now with the premiership out of reach, they still have 2 trophies to compete for. They may be the ones to stand in the way of Lions taking out the Queensland quadruple. Ticking away. Now they look like they want to score, but they're working the ball around, happy to be patient. The Heath Park game is about 4.5 minutes ahead of where we are. Save for Groves will be largely for show. Yet another offside call against Knights. Still no movement on the Knights bench. We made one sub last weekend. Cody Nankaro brought on just after the hour mark. No movement yet from Alex Morrison. They may well have one eye on Heath Park, which is just ticked over 80 minutes played. Still scores between Wolves and Easts. Yes, that was a good save by Chris Parsons to deny a Wolves effort. Keep it at 0-0. Oh, and that's deflected right into the path of Joseph. He'll take the strike and bury it in the bottom corner, 2-2. And Nia Joseph, after being kept relatively quiet tonight, has popped up with the equaliser with 15 minutes to go. So the Knights bench will now be called upon. Who are the changes? It looks like it'll be Joel Russell coming off, as is nobody else. It's just the one change. So do Knights now have it in them to score again and get the goal they need that would secure finals football. Nia Joseph has hit 25 in all competitions this season, and that might move him into outright third in the NPL Golden Boot, as his tally has now gone to 13, one clear of Inman and Fernando Nash. Quick update there. They feel like there should have been a penalty for a handball on Jack Hingett. And the players protesting to the referee, but the decision was no handball infringement. It definitely struck the arm of Hingett, but not in a natural position. Cody Nankaro was the Knights player who was subbed on. So that changes the top four equation somewhat and potentially brings a few more matches into play on Friday. So the live ladder now. We have Knights just 2 points ahead of Brisbane City. They're suddenly back in play. And 2 points ahead of Wolves as well. City ahead of Wolves on goals scored. And it will be curtains for East's finals hopes after making it to the top four in 2025. Short corner. Miyazawa afforded plenty of space. Miyazawa made it to where he thought Willie was, and no luck now. Inman, how much speed does he still have in those legs? Let's get it to Nankaro. Well, let's play on despite the many calls for handball, and save forced by Adderwell. Quite on the same page were the power attackers. And we've got a stoppage now because something has happened. Well, could have been a squirrel on the pitch for all I know. Maybe a UFO. That's a heavy landing, and it's going to be a yellow card. Who's that? McGregor. Heavy tackle there on Woolley.
Plenty of time. And should get over just in case.
Howard, they have a late winner up their sleeve. It's Dio. He can't keep his footing, but does well to win the corner. Joseph will require the trainer's attention. At this time of the year, the sides that are destined for the finals, any little knock, you do start to let the mind wander about worst case scenarios. We're hoping it's not. Joseph will exit with the trainer. Overhit delivery is 88 minutes played at Heath Park, still scoreless. Oh, that goal from Nia Joseph means that it's still to play for next week for Wolves, and tell you what, if they can find a goal in the next 90 seconds plus whatever stoppage time gets added on, could make next week really interesting. The turf monster caught Martin out there. Just wouldn't cooperate. Attawell to McGregor, and Dio. It turned into a speed bump. He positioned himself well enough to win the free kick. 5 minutes to go here at Carrara. Scores locked 2-2. Knights were hoping this would be an evening to secure a top 4 spot. It looks like that may be postponed till next week unless they can find a late goal. And Power already locked up the second spot. Just looking to frustrate a potential finals opponent. That's a good move by Nankaro along the byline, and it was played straight into Duckworth, and he's down on the ground as Driver down his one-time nemesis. Those two were out so many times in their days at Olympic and Lions. Prior to that, Olympic and Western Pride for Duckworth before he moved to Richlands. And we have another sub up potentially. Yep, cool. Goes and amongst the bodies in the 6-yard box. David Russell has in fact come on. Guess for Archie McGregor, but wait a second confirmation, and almost unintentionally turned in by Kroll, but now Knights have to get back and defend as there's a slip like by Woolley. He thinks he was tripped. Fast feet. McGregor still on and looked for the cross and go behind for a corner. He's still arguing, adamant that he was tripped. Well, it's been going on for 87 minutes. Protesting every decision. Or as a ref, you just get numb to it eventually. Towards the near post, and oh, how did that stay out? Well, for more money, it looked like that was turned goalwards, but instead it's play on and off the head of Ikeda. Ludwig. And goes the cross-free header, and over it goes. Another chance, begging for home side as Scott Neville just pulled off a huge block to deny a Wolves attack. It's a corner in the 4th minute of second half stoppage time at Heath Park, and it's another corner for Easts. Keeping my eye on 2 games at the moment. Wolves looking for a late show. Power happy to time away, so it is full time at Heath Park. Scoreless between Easts and Wolves. So as it stands, the battle for 4th place will go down to the final set of games, unless Knights can produce a winner here. to stoppage time at Carrara. So, full time also between Magic and Rochdale. That finished 2-1 to Magic. And Olympic have just pulled a goal back against Moreton City, but it will be too little too late. Olympic, the only side this weekend with nothing to play for. They can't make finals, they can't be relegated. Allowed to run. And it's spilled there at the back. Thurtell trying to square it. Desperation work by Duckworth. Akeda can only play it to Duckworth. That mid-season signing is proving to be very valuable right now. So the point could still prove pivotal for Knights. They have a big goal difference edge over City and Wolves. So a draw next week against Raw B. Who were fighting to stay alive and put up a good effort against Lions last night before going down. Good enough. A point next week, barring a big win by City or Wolves. Short delivery, changing up the angle in man. Pinball it off Woolley and stung Woolley a little bit, and this time of year everything just stings a little bit more. King, can he find room to deliver as it's on Attawell. In Nankaro. Knights continuing to probe. McGregor. Can't get the right angle on that pass, and now it's going the other way. And the turn is McGregor tries to get around Dio. Edge of the box, low delivery. It falls now Nankaro across the face of goal, and wide it goes. Was that the chance for Knights to secure finals football? Power have put up a good fight tonight. Full time at Spencer Park. Brisbane City 2, Gold Coast United 0. And Moreton City, hearing a late equaliser from Olympic, will be locked into third place too. Can Power throw another wrench in the top four picture? They're producing a late goal of their own. Well, that'll do. A point apiece. It is not enough for Gold Coast Knights. Their quest for a return to finals football will go down to the final day. Knights will have to at least get a point to hold off the challenge of Brisbane City and Wolves. While Penn Power will secure a point in their season. We'll see them end in second place. It is all to play for next Friday. Simultaneous kickoffs at 7:30. And that match at Gooden Park has gone final as well. So Moreton City 2-0. They are in third. Lions first, Penn Power second, Moreton City third. Fourth place will be either Knights, City or Wolves. And then the relegation battle, 4 teams in the mix. It is all to play for next Friday. Cannot wait to bring you all the action on FQTV. But for now, I'm James Coughlin. Thank you very much for your company. Final score for the final time, Knights 2, Power 2. Good night.
Oh,